Hi Virgo, welcome to your love and romance reading for April 2022. This is going to be for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're including the Venus gang because this is a love reading. In the weekly forecast, we focus on everything other than love. Once a month, I do a love reading. That's what this is here. So in the love readings, we always include Venus. Let's see what's going on here for the Virgo gang. See what messages are coming up for you guys around love and romance. One more shuffle. I lied. One more. I lied. I don't have... Okay, that feels right. I don't have a set number of times that I shuffle. I just shuffle till it feels right. Can't explain it. It's a feeling thing. It's an intuitive thing, which I will be teaching in June, so keep an eye out for that. I will be doing a tarot intuition class. All right, so for my dears, my darlings, my Virgos, your first card here is the Three of Pentacles. And this is promising. This is good. Three of Pentacles is going to indicate here traditionally like a new foundation. It could be someone taking you under their wing, teaching you, showing you the ropes. So when Three of Pentacles comes up in terms of a love and romance reading, this is like someone that you have a good foundation with. Like you guys have the same, like you want the same things. Like if each of you had a list, you're crossing off each other's list, right? Like it's like everything is here. But the thing about the Three of Pentacles is that you might feel this way also, Virgo. This might be a mutual thing. But for sure, the person you're dealing with is going to be of the mindset of like, I really like Virgo. Virgo's really crossing off all the boxes here. But I need to go slow. I need to make sure that this person is who they seem to be, and that this isn't going to be something that is going to burn really fast and then die out very quickly, right? So I feel there's a strong pull. I feel like you guys are very excited about one another, and it just seems like this is it. This is what I've been looking for, but it's like, hold on now. Like, let's just go slow. Let's make sure that this isn't going to phase out or burn out. I feel also, I don't know if it's you or if the person that you're with, but I feel at least one of you is super, super, super worried that you guys are going to announce this relationship and make everything official and be like, we're together. And it's like changing your relationship status on all the social media stuff, you know, in a relationship with so-and-so. And then like in 2 weeks, it's like, you went and you blocked them, or you are single again, right? Like I feel like it might be the other person, but I feel like there's this fear, like they don't want that to happen. They just want to be sure. They want to be sure this is for real before they go announcing anything, or before they go making long-term plans. And I feel the reason for this is because like all of these colors and flowers are jumping out at me, so I feel like the heart is just opening up. Like it's just so full of hope and love and affection, and they're just like, I just want to be sure this is real. The next card that's coming up here, oh, one more thing. If you are in an existing relationship, like you're with your person, you know this is your person, you know that you guys are staying together. Three of Pentacles could be that you guys are continuing to work on your foundation. Like you're continuing to work on the practical aspects of the relationship and the everyday life and the goals and the money and the living situation and the stability, bringing more stability into the relationship. The next card coming up for Virgo is the Seven of Cups. Now, Seven of Cups is a card that can often come up where there's a lot of options. Like somebody is confused and they don't know which one to pick or which one to focus on. Virgo, because this is coming in with the Three of Pentacles, this changes the meaning a little bit. Okay? The cards have layers and they have different meanings. Another meaning of the Seven of Cups is something that feels like you're dreaming. It feels like you're dreaming. It might feel like it's too good to be true. So the fact that it's coming in with Three of Pentacles grounds the energy. It makes it less like I don't know which one to choose, because Three of Pentacles is here. So there's like I want this. So that gives the feeling and the vibe to the Seven of Cups as like a dream come true. I feel overwhelmed. So as I said, all these colors are jumping out at me. And so I feel like the heart is just open and full of love and full of hope and just full of positivity and excitement. And they're like, oh my God, I just want to be sure that this is real. And then I have this card coming up. So that's confirming that energy for me. This is a confirmation for me. And maybe it's mutual, Virgo. Maybe both of you feel like this is too good to be true. Or is this person for real? And so the Three of Pentacles is saying we're going a little bit slow and trying to make sure that this is for real. In an existing relationship, Seven of Cups, again, it could feel like a dream come true. I have heard other people say that Seven of Pentacles, I'm sorry, I keep saying Pentacles. Seven of Cups can be like psychic connection, like intuition, like being able to tap into somebody psychically. And so I've heard different people say that. I haven't come across it in my own research, but I'm gonna look into that. That reminds me, I want to look into that. But I do know that there are readers who read the Seven of Cups as like telepathy or like a psychic connection. So in an existing relationship, there could be here something where you're becoming more in tune with your partner, right? Like you guys are on the same wavelength, you're on the same channel, you're on the same thought process, like you're really in tune with each other. That could be the case here too with the Seven of Cups. So because of the energies that are coming in and the fact that the Three of Pentacles is here, the vibe I'm getting here is like a dream come true, tapping in, being on the same wavelength, this kind of energy. I also feel, Virgo, that some of you are going to be getting a lot of messages in your dreams about how to maneuver this relationship. Spirit is showing me like these beautiful mountains. Beautiful mountains. I don't know where this is. I've never seen mountains like this in my travels, but they're beautiful mountains. And I'm seeing like a winding road, right? And I'm seeing the car, and the car is going up like all of these curves, right? And it's kind of like a scary road. The car is in control. It's not skidding. The weather is good. The sun is out. There's no like obstacles in the road. But the road is kind of scary. There's a lot of twists and turns. So I feel like there could be twists and turns with this person. There could be twists and turns with some sensitive issues or sensitive things around their family, around their past. There could be mental health situations also that are going to be like something that you're going to have to learn about. And when I say mental health, it makes me sad, but mental health has such a stigma that we hear mental health and we think like the worst case scenario, like somebody who's like psychotic and really dangerous and like something you see out of the movies, right? Like the Lifetime movies, right? Oh gosh, those Lifetime movies are ridiculous, but like something like really dramatic and intense, and that's not what it is, right? Mental health comes in all across the spectrum, right? And so it might not be something that is like debilitating. It might not be something that's going to be a deal breaker, but there may be things you need to know about. This person might have really bad anxiety, and you need to learn more about how to deal with somebody who has anxiety. This person could be neurodiverse, and you have to learn about how neurodiverse people communicate. This person could have ADHD or depression, right? And so you may be learning, kind of like how to navigate the relationship. As I said, there could also be things in their background and in their family, like some sensitive issues or sensitive things. So, and it could be with you also, Virgo. It could be a mutual thing. You may be realizing, you may be discovering about yourself that you may have something that slipped under the radar for a really long time. And then when you find out, you're like, oh my God, that totally makes sense why my love life has been so complicated. Or that totally makes sense why relationships have been challenging for me. And so now that you know, it's arming you, it's giving you tools, and you know how to get around it. But I feel like there's going to be things that need to be maneuvered. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of guidance coming to Virgo through dreams, right? This could be your inner knowing, your higher self. This could be your guardian angels or your ancestors and guides coming in and giving you reassurance and saying, look, don't worry about it. You know, here's the solution. Here's how to handle it. Here's how to approach it. Because even though it feels like a winding road, as I said, I don't see any obstacles in the road. The weather is nice and bright. Seems like a lovely day. The car is in control. But there's just a lot of like just like this swerving, like this ooh, 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 ooh. But you're learning to like go with it, to ride with it, okay? The next card that's coming up here for Virgo is the Fool. Haha. This is a major arcana card. So anytime the major arcana cards come up, this is a significant new chapter in your life, a defining moment. So it's like something you came here to experience. So for me, when the major arcana cards come up in a love reading, this is someone you are contracted with. You all have a contract, you have an agreement that you're going to meet in this lifetime and have this love relationship because you all have some unfinished business together. You've had many lifetimes in previous lifetimes, and you guys are coming together in this lifetime for something specific, okay? For some of you, it could be a spiritual assignment. You all may be coming together and doing powerful spiritual work together. For other ones of you, it could just be something about your development, your understanding of love, your understanding of connection, or healing past life wounds, or inherited traumas, right? It's going to be different for different ones of you in terms of like why exactly you like what the unfinished business is. But I will say this as the general and as the whole. And I say whole as in completeness, not like hole in the ground. When I see the Fool come up in a love reading, this is for me telling me that this is a relationship that you typically would not go for this person, and they might not typically go for you. You all might not be each other's type, yet there's a strong attraction, right? You might say, oh, I'm not attracted to brunettes, or I'm not attracted to blondes, or I'm not attracted to people with a shaved head, or I'm just giving an example, right? But somehow you see this person, you're like, oh, who is that? Oh my goodness, who is that over there, right? There might be this attraction like straight away, like a physical attraction, but really what it is your soul is recognizing their soul and vice versa. And the Fool card for me is like you guys might be very opposite in a lot of ways. One of you might be very creative. One of you might be very scientific. One of you might be very tall. One of you might be very short. Maybe one of you is larger. One of you is a little bit more petite. One of you is darker, lighter, older, younger. You know, you might come from very different cultural backgrounds and upbringings, or very different religions or political ideologies. But this is the thing, and one more thing I'll say, some of you have heard me say this. Like, you guys are the kind of couple that if you were at a party where people didn't know each other that well, and you guys were trying to play a game of guess who is with who, like guess who the couples are, people wouldn't put you guys together. People would never guess that you all were a couple because you seem so very different. But there's such a strong connection. You all feel so drawn to each other, and they're like you feel at home together. And the things that they have weaknesses, it's your strengths. And the things that you have weaknesses, is their strengths. So when you come together, there's nothing you can't do. You are opposite in the perfect way. You are opposite in the way where the relationship is stronger and you really balance each other out and you really complement one another. So this is a relationship that from outside, it might look like it wouldn't work, but it's going to be like one of those really successful relationships that everybody wishes they had. But from the outside, it's like, how are these two together? But they're so happy, right? Like people might say, oh, they're never going to make it. Meanwhile, you're celebrating, fast forward, your 25th anniversary together. So this is a strong connection. This is a strong pull. There could also be an element here of adventure, right? So as I said, if you're already in an existing relationship, you all might be deciding to take some kind of leap of faith together. You might be deciding to make some really big change that might not make sense to a lot of people, but you're on the same page. You're all about it. You're like, let's go, let's do this action adventure. We're taking this chance. Those of you who are single, the relationship itself might be a leap of faith because of the differences. But there could be also a sense of adventure with this person. This could also be somebody you're dealing with who is very well traveled, who's been all over the place. They might just have a very simplistic lifestyle, right? Like they don't have like very much, like when I say simplistic, I mean a minimalist. They might be very much a minimalist. They might be the kind of person that can just, they're ready to up and go at any moment. They may be looking for more security, more stability at this time. They may be wanting to settle down, but there's still that adventurous spirit. So this could be somebody that you're going to go on some adventures with, right? They might be looking for stability and security and not being as much of a feather blowing in the wind anymore. But from time to time, when those winds kick up, they're like, let's go, right? So there could be like a sense of adventure here with this person. The next card that's coming up for Virgo is the Five of Pentacles. Now, this is a card that sometimes scares people because it can give a sense or a feeling of like being shut out. As I said, there could be some mental health issues here, like depression or difficulty with communicating. And maybe, Virgo, you would say, oh no, I don't have patience for that. I don't have time for that. I'm not trying to heal anybody. I'm not trying to fix anybody. You need to come at me ready. This is the thing about this person. They're not looking for you to fix them. They're not looking to you to heal them. This is something that they're dealing with, right? They're doing the work. But there may be some periods of time where you're learning, okay, they're in this mood or they're in this state. It's going to be like this for a little bit and then they're going to come out of it. It's going to pass. So you may learn that person's cycles and you may learn to kind of ride those waves as they come. And maybe typically you would say, I'm not interested. But the Fool card here is telling me that there's something about this connection where you make an exception for this person because everything else they're bringing to the table is so very perfect. Everything else they're bringing to the table makes you so very happy. And you feel this connection, you feel this sense of home with this person. So this is something that you're learning to roll with, right? But there may be times in which you feel a little bit shut out. Now, that's not to say that you should tolerate somebody who is ghosting you or disrespecting you, and you may have to speak up. In fact, your next card here is the Queen of Swords, and this can be boundaries. So you may speak up to this person, and you may say, look, I know that sometimes you need alone time. I know sometimes that you get depressed, or I know sometimes you need your space. But it's not cool with me that I call you or I text you and I don't hear from you for a couple of days. That's not okay with me. So we need to figure something out. If I reach out, you can give me that reassurance and say everything is okay. I still care about you. We're still together. I'm still going through it. At least text me a good morning, text me a good night, give me a call. And I can give you the space, but don't completely and totally ice me out for a few days. So some of you may be setting those boundaries with this person. Like, look, I'm sympathetic. I get it. We all have our things we're dealing with, but we need to figure out a way to communicate right now because I don't like to feel left out. Like, I get and I understand that you might not be in the best mood and you don't feel all warm and cuddly and, you don't feel like you want to talk, and I get that. But just, you can give me a good morning. You can give me a good night. You can just say, hey, honey, I'm thinking about you. I'm still going through it. I still need a little bit more time, but I'm just letting you know, like we're still cool. Just give me those quick little reassurances and we're good. So there could be something here in terms of like setting boundaries or setting limits, right? Now, the positive aspect of the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles can indicate uncertain times. Oddly enough, uncertain economical times, right? And we can all agree that we're experiencing that right now. And this can be that in those uncertain times, we are finding true blue friends. We're finding people who are in our life for the right reason and who are going through that journey with us. And we're becoming stronger and growing closer together through those hard times. Instead of fighting and yelling and, being at each other's throats, going through the challenges are bringing you guys together and making the relationship stronger. Okay? Because the 5 of Pentacles can be a loyal, trustworthy, and supportive lover during difficult times. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign. Sometimes those resonate more than, your sun sign. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Be sure to check out the weekly forecasts as well as the card of the day I've been posting. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful April. Hopefully, I'll see you in the weekly comments and the daily comments as well. Take care and be well, my dears.